Hi gymnasts, it's Marie from xxxxx. So I hope that you are all good and that you are staying safe and that you find some activities to have fun. While talking about fun, I have a very good one today. So we're going to talk about hula hoops and I'm going to show you in 3 steps how we can have fun with a hula hoop. So let's have a little chat about hooping. So as you can see, I have a big collection of hoops. I've been hooping for over 4 years, so I'm a very passionate hooper and I've learned a lot through those years. So I've learned a lot of skills, a lot of technique, but I've also learned how to have fun with my hoop without knowing anything. So basically, you don't need to know fancy tricks to have fun with a plastic circle. And also in this video you don't need a fancy hoop, you just need like a kid's hoop that you can find in the supermarket. So yeah, so we're gonna see everything right now. Before doing any hoop stuff, I would like just to do a little warm up. So make sure every time you pick up your hoop, we're just gonna do a warm up. So if you're gonna start by running on the spot, so just for a few seconds, maybe 20 seconds or more. Then you can do 10 straight jumps. So straight jumps. And you can also do some jumping jacks. So little jumping jacks. So any type of jump or running on the spot just to get a bit warmer. Then we're gonna do your head. And then you can go the other way. And then look up and down, to the side, or again. Great. And now you can circle your arms. So basically like a gymnastics warm-up, just to make sure that we are nice and warm. And then other way. And then you can do some hugs. And you can do your wrist. And then the other way. Waves. And then do your hips. The other way. Super. And then you're going to feet together, arms up, and you're going to touch your toes. Try to hold it for at least 10 seconds. Lovely. And then we're going to do some stretch on the floor. So on your pike, stretch up tall and go down. Try to have your tummy close to your hips. So keep your legs straight. Lovely. And then you can do ankles and go the other way. Also try to keep your back super straight while you do those warm-up exercise. Do your butterfly, same thing with your back super straight. And then go down. Super. And then go to your straddle. So arms up, one arm down, one arm up, and go down to the side. Make sure that you keep your knees facing the ceiling, pointing your toes, straight legs, and then the other side. And then you can lean forwards. Super. Right, so first thing first, make sure that you have enough space around you, because you don't want to hit anything or break anything in your house. So yeah, make sure that you have a lot of room around. Okay, so the first step that we can have fun with a hoop is to use your creativity. Alright, so what do I mean by creativity is we have this circle and what can we do with this? So there's a lot of things. So let's start. I'm just gonna give you examples. So you can start to put the hoop on the floor here, and with your hands, you you're just gonna give it a spin. And then from here, you're just gonna try to catch it. So you can catch it different ways. So again, spin, then catch it on your hands. So while doing this, the creativity comes in parts. So when you spin it, you can spin around and try to catch it again. Or you can actually leave it on the floor and you can just walk around it and try to leave it on the floor, nice and tight, but try to don't lean forward or back. And again, when you spin, you can do a little jump and catch it with 2 hands. So you can practice those ones, catch it in one hand, and then you can try to catch with the other hand. So you spin and then catch with the other hand. Or again, you spin it and then catch with both hands. And then after that, all the creativity comes in. Once you catch it in front of you, you can just step through. Whoa! And now, what happened? Put your arms close to your body. In here, put it behind your head, and you can just spin. Okay? So that's just a little example. So I showed you on the floor. So now we can also have the hoop in front of you, and again, you can just spin. And then from here, you can hold it, put it to the side, and then put it behind you. And again, you're in this position to spin again. And creativity, you can use your toes. So you can go on your toes and spin on your toes. Lovely. Also, with creativity, it can be different things. So you can use your imagination to have fun. You can think that you want to paint a painting. So this is your brush, the hoop is your brush, and let's see if you put some color, so you can go up and down. So imagine all the color you put on the wall with your hoop, and you can move your arm around with it as well, up and down. And then while you do this, what happens if you spin as well? You can spin. So now this is not only painting, but you can think that you got wings. Wings. And if you got 2 hoops, by any chance, you can do the same with 2 hoops. So you're gonna hold it in your hands, and then you can just go up and down. But the same thing here, make sure that you have space around you, so you don't want to break anything. Super. And then again, we can just hold the hoop like this with your palm facing in to the hoop and go inside the hoop in the middle. And then from here, you can just spin, jump. And as you jump, you can put your arms up and jump. Do any type of jump, putting your point. Alright, so also other creativity you can have is to hold the hoop in front of you, and then you can just move it around with your fingers. And then again, you can spin and try to find the rhythm. Alright, so I've shown you just a few steps with creativity, what you can do. You can imagine so many things to create with your hoop, like painting or having wings, or even spin it on the floor to catch it. And then you can create your own movement. For example, you had it on the floor here, you can just put it up here, and then again, you keep it with your hands, and you can make sure that you keep the hoop still, and then you can walk around. But make sure that you hold it nice and tight. Alright, that was it for creativity. And again, you can just create so many things on your own. Alright, so now we're going to see step number 2 to have fun with your hoop. And this is the gymnastics knowledge. So because we are gymnasts, we're going to use our gymnastics knowledge to add it with the hula hoop. Alright, so there's going to be some very simple steps to start with. So we're going to make sure that we want to keep our legs straight, your toes really pointed, like a nice graceful gymnast. We're going to hold the hoop in front with your thumb up, and we're going to have your arms super straight here, and then you're going to have your other arm super straight again, down, and from here you're going to go with your hoop down and put your other arm up. and again, up and down, and swapping around. And then if you want to add some more movement in this, you can put your head back, and then move your whole body as well. So you can, from here you can try to use your creativity again. So gymnastics and creativity. Okay, so now that we're doing this one up and down with your both arms, we can just swap your hands with the hoop. So that's a bit more tricky because it might be the hand that you don't use that often, but you can try to swap it. Okay? Lovely. And we have another one with the gymnastics knowledge, is to be inside your circle again, or the hoop. And we saw it in the previous video, but this time we're going to be more gymnastics focused. So it's going to be this move, followed by this one. Okay, so to start with, we want to be in the middle of your hoop, hold it, and make sure that you keep the hoop in place. So you don't want to move it forwards or backwards, you want to keep it here. And you're going to spin your toes, so you need to be on your toes. And as you spin, you're going to stretch your arms up, super, super straight. And then keep spinning, you might get dizzy. And if you only can spin the other direction. And from here, you can just go down with your arms, bend your arms. Super. And now to add the spin. So it's basically the same move. So we're always doing this, we're still doing this, but now we're going to spin on your toes. So as you go up, you're going to push on your toes to spin. Okay, so spin and up. So if you don't know how to spin on one leg, you have to put one leg in front, and you really have to spin on your toe and push the floor with your toe in order to spin. And as you spin, it's optional, we can lift your knee up here. So you can spin any direction, so you can spin this way, you can spin the other way, it's up to you. And then once you're comfortable, you can just bring down low and up. And remember to keep your legs straight, and you can do some leg kick as well. Alright, and this one, the next one, we're going to do some tosses, very little tosses, because we are inside. So we're going to hold the hoop with the thumb up, and just do a toss and catch, but a very small one, because we don't want to toss it over the place. So as you toss it, you want to keep your arms super straight. It's like when you put your arms up as a gymnast, it's the same thing. So you want to keep your arm nice and tall. Open shoulders here, and from here you hold it and catch. So basically you're just doing this, let go and catch. So you really do a little one and catch and catch. Super. Alright, so that was the gymnastics knowledge part. So again, I've showed you a few examples, but then you can make your own. To remember to have nice graceful arms. You can also move your legs, so do some leg kick while you move with your hoop, and also with your toes, and yeah. Okay gymnasts, so now we're going to see the third way on how to have fun with your hoop. So basically we're just going to focus on what we've seen on the first step, which is creativity, and the second step, gymnastics knowledge. So we want to combine those two steps together to see what we can come up with, okay? So I'm just going to show you the examples again, and then you can get inspired by this example and then make your own. So, okay, so earlier we've seen how to move the hoop around. So now that we've seen this plus the gymnastics knowledge, we can still spin the hoop, and then we can try to see if we can add some leg work and then some arm work as well. So always trying to be graceful with your arms straight. So basically the focus on here is to keep your arms straight and to see what you can do. So you can move around. And then bring behind you. Always on your toes as well. Think that you're a gymnast. Okay, right, so again, and we've seen this one, the spinning one. Alright, to make it more gymnastics, we can try to make a longer spin and then do a jump. Like a twist jump. Always do something with your arm. You can also go on the floor. If you want, you can go in a straddle or the hoop and then just do some movement again. Bring behind you, hold it, and then arm straight, and then maybe lean forward. If you want to do some stretching with the hoop, you can hold the hoop and lean forward. If it's fun, if it's not fun, don't do the stretch. And then go around. So that's a fun way to do some stretching with the hoop. Or you can go as far as you can. And then put it up again to the other side. I don't have much space here. You can go to the other side. Alright, so now we can see the torsos again. So those torsos I showed you. To make a bit more gymnastics. I know that was a gymnastics knowledge, but we can make it even more gymnastics by toss it and then go on the floor and stretch your leg. And you can maybe twist it from here again. This one is a bit more tricky. And as a gymnast, creativity, you put it on the floor, put the heel on the floor, and then just try to roll it towards you. So you can try to roll on one hand, and then the other hand will be here to kind of like attract it to you. So try just to move with the hoop while having fun and just doing some little movement. Any movement can be so much fun to discover. Just try to discover the hoop with your gymnastics knowledge and your creativity. And I hope that you're gonna have fun, because I already had fun doing this video. So that's it. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you're going to find some very fun ways to play with the hoop, because this is very infinite. Alright? Bye!